Good morning. First off, um, we are experimenting with lighting and a microphone. Someone has been very kind and has been trying to help me figure out how to make these videos at least a little better for you guys. So we have been working on that. So this is probably the last video of the semester. I might do one more quick goodbye at the end of the semester, but I at least hope you can hear me, even if the visual is not great. Hopefully the audio is better than it was. And thank you to one of the students in this class who stepped up and helped me. I'd call them out and thank them in person, but I realized I never asked them, and I don't want to embarrass anybody. So I hope you're well. It's been a little while since we've had a face-to-face video. That was kind of intentional and kind of not intentional. So the last month I think that we came through was honestly one of the busiest months in my life for a really long time. And I had also sensed just a general feeling of everyone's feeling the heaviness of this semester. There's a lot going on. So I was like, you know what? I'll stick to some readings, a couple quick written updates instead of doing something for you to watch. So that was that. Now I'm back. I just want to cover a few things specifically about the plagiarism quiz and tutorial that's coming up. That's our next module. Starts on Monday. And then also just a little bit about grading and wrapping up the semester. So first, hey, we've made it this far in the semester. I think that's wonderful. I am, Lord willing, almost done with my master's degree, and I'm so excited. So this is my final semester on that, and just trying to push through on that. So I hope you're feeling a similar sense of relief. For some of you, it's your first semester of school that you're almost done with, and some of you, it's second to last semester in your senior year. So congratulations, you've made it this far. Just keep pushing. We have just a little over a month of school left, which is hard for me to believe. So a couple things I wanted to point out. Within the next few days, all the assignments for the semester should be visible, which means that your grading weighting, the grade weighting and all that is going to finally make sense as a whole. So you're going to be able to see all the grades, all the assignments, and then your what if grades should reflect accurately, since all the assignments will be open. So just a little bit about grading. I may have mentioned this to you before. I can't remember. I had made a note to mention it. Not sure if I did or not. I was watching one of the sort of cartoon course videos and realized that there was old grade scale information in there. So just once again, I know I had you read the syllabus this semester and say that you read the syllabus, and I just want to point you once again to the syllabus. That's where the grade scale is for this course. If your grade is not so great, there are several things you can do. One, catch up on any of the work that's still open for you to turn in, that you're still in the grace period for. Turn in that work. Catch up and keep turning in the rest of the work for the semester. And then make sure on the final exam that so the quiz for this week and then the final exam, make sure that you are spending the time on them that you can and you should in order to get a strong grade on those, because those grades are going to affect your overall grade weights for the quiz and for the final exam. So maybe if in the past you've missed a few assignments, so you graded classes lower, you can help your grade by just spending a little extra time on the final exam and the quizzes, and getting those grades. There is also going to be a participation grade for the next module. That'll be watching this video and completing the plagiarism tutorial. That has to be completed before the quiz. You can help your grade. I just built that in, and so that will be an additional grade. You can help your grade by watching this video and by completing the entire plagiarism tutorial, which you should be doing anyway, and that's why it's now part of the grade, but it's also going to add a little extra assistance to your grades if you're struggling with your grades in a few areas. A few of you have contacted me about turning in late work. I intentionally only allow 2 weeks from the due date to turn in late work. That's something that we've discussed in this class from the start. So I'm sticking with that. I'm not opening up old assignments. However, I have told you, some of you, and I'm also going to stick by this, I've told some of you, if you have just missed a chunk of assignments, catch up, do all the work that's still open. You have to contact me for this. I'm not just going to do this across the board. If you're falling behind and you're afraid about not passing, contact me. I want to work with you. What I'm asking you to do, if you're behind and missing a rather large chunk of your coursework, catch up, do all the work that's still open to you, turn in the rest of the coursework, complete it, do it on time, and then we can talk about, if you still haven't reached that 70% tipping point to give you a passing grade for this class, we can talk about what assignments can help push you over into that passing grade. So be open, talk to me. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. Do the work that you can do them on time, do good grades, and then I'm happy to talk about if there are ways, and it'll be on a case-by-case basis, but if there's ways that we can help, maybe you're at a 60, 65, and you're like, just a few more things would push me over the passing point, I want to talk to you. You have to contact me, and we'll have to talk about that. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as catching up. And the grade, again, if you're confused about the grade weighting, look at the syllabus, and then now that within the next few days I'm opening up all the assignments, so there's still, you have to complete them in a certain order. You can't just skip ahead and do the ones you feel like doing. But they will be open and they will be reflected in the course grading and the what-if grades. So you can take a look at that. So what I want to spend a little bit of time talking to you about for the next couple of minutes is just the plagiarism and tutorial and quiz. This is an extremely important part of this class. That is why it is required for you to complete and turn in the plagiarism certificate for completing the quiz to pass this course. We feel that strongly about it. It's part of our general education core here at GBS. I think I talked early on in the semester about the importance of being ethical in our academic work and how that affects our witness at who we are as Christians, and then also just your reliability and your trustworthiness as a scholar. So that's why this quiz is in here, and that's why we require that you pass the quiz in order to pass the class. So I know that could sound hard, but it's because we believe in academic integrity that much. We want you to know, I want to have a signature saying, yes, I took this, I passed this, I understand what plagiarism is. Like I said, it's actually part of the general education core requirements, the assessment values that we check. Is this something that they've comprehended? So, that being said, I want to talk to you a little bit about the tutorial. The tutorial is not difficult. It will take some time. I don't think it's irrational, huge hours and hours and hours, but it is going to take a chunk of time. You can expect to spend, I think, probably a couple hours on the tutorial. Being that is your only assignment for this module, and that you have extra time for this module, I don't feel like that's an unusual or cruel assignment. It's just part of it. You will be graded in your participation report. Did you watch this video? And did you complete the plagiarism tutorial? Now, you don't fail the class necessarily if you didn't complete the plagiarism tutorial part, but it will affect your grade. The quiz, however, is mandatory, and it will keep you from passing the course if you don't pass that quiz. So here are some tips. Take the tutorial, and then I'm also going to be I'm making myself a note right now as we speak. I'm going to be sending some documents that are really helpful. Sorry, let me write this because I can't do two things at once. So by Monday, or by Monday night, I will have sent you these documents that are helpful for you while you are taking the plagiarism quiz. So how it's set up You go, you sign in it's from Indiana University, so you sign up, you get a password, and you start taking the tutorial. It's the thing you click through and do each section, and then you get to the end and you take the quiz. You can take the quiz as many times as you want. Some people take it 2 or 3 times. I think I was in that boat. I took it 4 or 5 times to pass. I've heard other people say they took it 10 plus times to pass. I'm going to be sending you documents that are not cheating or cheat sheets. They just help you interpret the information that you're going to see in the quiz. And I encourage you to have those documents open in your browser next to in separate tabs from the quiz. And so if you're confused on one of the answers in the quiz, click back and forth and go to those documents that I'll send to you. Other than those documents that I send to you, you should not be searching for answers on the internet. This is not an open book quiz like the other quizzes I've had for you, where I said you can refer back to other information. But you can refer to these documents that I'll send to you while you're taking the quiz. That's the first big thing, is use the help information that I give you. I mean, you don't have to, but you're losing free assistance if you don't. Second, don't be surprised if you do have to take it more than once. I had to take it more than once. I took this in undergrad, and I also had to take this in my graduate level course as well, one of my graduate courses as well. It's a pretty well-known and well-respected plagiarism quiz. And it's all about helping you understand the kinds of plagiarism there are and when something is or isn't plagiarism. So what you're going to be doing is comparing an original document and then the student's writing document, and they're side by side. Sometimes it helps to read them out loud. Sometimes it helps to compare back and forth, look back and forth, like, okay, this is the same words, this is the same words, back and forth, and then like go through a checklist in your mind, like, were there quotations around it? Yes. Was there an in-text citation? No. Is there a reference at the bottom? Yes. Okay, is that plagiarism? Yes, it's still plagiarism if there's no in-text citation. So you go through, that is what the quiz is, and there's it's I think about 10 question quiz. Like I said, you can take it as many times as you want. You have to get 9 out of 10 questions. I believe it's 9 out of 10 questions correct in order to pass the quiz and get the certificate, which you then sign and turn into me. And I give you a 100% once you complete that. It's not graded based on, you got 7 of the questions right, so you got 70. Nope, if you pass the quiz, you get an automatic 100% on the quiz component. The other thing is start early. So if you do have trouble, you can reach out for help. I want to help you with this. I have, had certain students that had tried and they couldn't complete it, and so we came in, walked through it together, and they passed it. I think that's everything I have for today. I can't think of anything else immediately that needs to be said, but I do want you to know I always welcome you reaching out to me, email me, schedule an appointment with me. And I'll be honest, this is probably one of the modules that people have the most difficulty with. That's not to scare you, but it is just to say, hey, 1, please start early, take it seriously, and 2, please reach out. I'm here. I'm the one requiring this difficult thing, so I expect to hear the questions when you're struggling with it. That's what I'm here for. That's my goal, is to have some conversation about this, and for above all, just for it to be a learning opportunity for you, even if it is not perhaps the most comfortable learning opportunity. And some of you are going to say, hey, I don't know why you said all this. It wasn't that hard. So all that to say, good luck, get started, and I hope, I'm gonna rephrase that. Luck doesn't really have anything to do with this. Good studying, get started, and reach out if you need me. I look forward to hearing from you, or I look forward to giving you all, 100% once you pass it. Either way, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'm gonna be trying not to freeze. It got very, very cold overnight here in Ohio, and so I'm going to be bundling up and enjoying a lot of hot coffee and hot chocolate, and hope to see you all soon or talk to you soon.